David and Claire had been together for 6 years. Their marriage wasn't perfect, but David believed it was grounded in love. Lately, though, Claire's behavior had shifted. She had become more demanding, often criticizing him and comparing him unfavorably to her friends' husbands. At first, David dismissed it, hoping it would pass, but soon the tension became impossible to ignore. One night, Claire laid out what she called an ultimatum. She told David that if he truly loved her, he should quit a secure job and invest in a business idea she'd been dreaming of, despite it being risky and costly. David tried to explain calmly that their savings weren't enough to cover such a gamble and suggested they plan and save toward it instead. Claire mocked his caution, calling him boring and cowardly. Her words hurt, but David held his ground. He reminded her that stability was important, especially since they had just finished paying off their home. Claire accused him of crushing her dreams. Then she went further, threatening to leave if he didn't give in. Looking at her, David realized she wasn't bluffing. The following days were filled with tension. Claire grew cold and dismissive, slamming doors and belittling him whenever he refused to budge. She even told friends that David was holding her back, painting herself as a victim. What she didn't see was that her every harsh word and manipulative act was slowly eroding the love David once felt for her. Finally, after another heated argument, Claire smirked and said, "Maybe I should just pack my things and leave." She expected David to panic, to plead with her to stay. Instead, he stood up, pulled out a suitcase, and placed it in front of her. "Then go," he said firmly. Claire froze, stunned. She hadn't expected that response. For the first time, she realized her game had backfired. David wasn't angry. He was simply done. He had shown her patience and love, but she had chosen manipulation over trust. When she tried to take it back, claiming it was only a test to see if he cared enough, David shook his head. "Marriage isn't a game. You don't test love with threats. The moment you forced me to choose between stability and your pride, you broke what we had." Claire begged for another chance, insisting she loved him, but David had already made his decision. He knew real love doesn't thrive on ultimatums or manipulation. Within a week, Claire moved out. She told mutual friends that David had cast her aside, but the truth came out soon after. Those who once sympathized with her admitted she had taken things too far. For David, the loss was painful, but he felt an unexpected relief. For the first time in years, he had peace in his home. The constant conflict was gone, and he could sleep soundly again. Slowly, he rebuilt his life, focused on his work, and reconnected with family and old friends. Claire, meanwhile, realized too late what she had lost. She sent message after message, apologizing and pleading for another chance. But David never replied. He understood forgiveness was possible, but trust couldn't be rebuilt with someone who had treated love as leverage. In the end, Claire's ultimatum destroyed the marriage she thought she could control. She lost everything, while David walked away wiser, knowing that sometimes love alone isn't enough, and the strongest choice a person can make is knowing when to let go.